2 points of something from 13 years, starting from a point of 13, means something completely different, and a day close to the fourth and third day of the meridian, which would be positioned completely differently at a different time of the sun inside the orbit doesn't just relate to the calendar on paper. So October means orbit, and it means that if something was those two things were positioned on a different day, uh, with a time frame of the number of day position before or after when those things were released, but already mentioned on a number of day and a number of month, going to a zero from backwards to the North Pole and going to uh, uh, a plus energy forward from September's before, after the end of October, the year before, that relates to fourth year Octobers that were not polar backwards from the 90s in the second decade, because it couldn't go from the Mediterranean teens versus the 90s teens. After there can't be a teens in 10 years in the 80s before people can't release a teens or a 30s outside of a boundary of a 90-year-old or an 80-year-old, or an institution that's 200 years old, a building that's 200 years old, or a foreign nation that has ties to America from a timeline of 2 points that's 1700 years old can't fit in a decade, and 10 years can't fit in 70 years of inside of arrangement of some of these calendars. And these numeral systems were related by Romans and the planets of nations, of how they format systems of feet and muscles that go into computer systems. Because this is a video, but if I upload it on Microsoft, I have to put the formatting system so that it's not in the same location physically and in the same video frame as a different formatting filing list that has a location of where I store my files for years, because someone could take uh, my account that I had in homeschool when I was 14. They put my storage up for auction, my computer up for auction, and locked me in a psych hospital. It was a laptop that I had got when I was 14 years old, and it meant a lot to me. So sometimes, what if someone just deletes my account, or they take away the information system? And what if I lose my computer? Then I won't have access to where all that information, without a frame, it doesn't have anywhere it could be accessed. So it's invalid, and it's not worth anything. That's why I could put this, and it's putting the information in the same video, and I could put a list of things in the motion of this part, and I could combine it with the area of what I feel in the mood of my mind, and inside of a box to my 20,000 videos from already before, not arranged in a formatting system of a public presentation system that can't be put in a private means of an operating system that doesn't connect all these drives that steal my identity and my human sciences related to. Someone could release the information system and steal my sciences and my thoughts on the calendar and the planets and the science in one moment, and I won't even have access to it outside of the information that they take away from my videos. And when they took my devices and they put them up for auction, and they went into my house and stole my phone, and I had to put my stuff around the city, and it got taken, but it was the place that I put it that meant a lot to me. And the Cubs and the Red Line before, the September Libra, and the Mint Mobile, and the Soldier Field before, October before. These places, people in the places here, they try to put a boundary on people using that things when people don't talk about it. When they say that people might be in the information system, saying that they can data emphasize or steal people's identity after Kobe or died after. I was attacked in 2016 before 23rd, 24th after 2012, when 2004 returned after age 20, after 90s before 2020. So what if I upload this video on YouTube when it does a scroll of 1,000 things scrolling up and down from 1,000 histories? But if I upload it to a site that has no deleted videos or files, how would a lot of requirements for YouTube would be to you have a Microsoft account? A requirement for a lot of public organizations would be to have a Google account, and a Yahoo account would be necessary for PayPal account and a lot of accounts that come from a time frame where a Walmart and a Target business might be in the local business around here, but they might put a store that tries to relate to my human senses of how it's arranged and the year that it was made and how it relates to I can't go there and buy things daily because they try to release a threshold to steal my identity and say that it's not inhumane that they forced me to take medication in the psych hospital because they were trying to get a liberty for themselves that they claim nobody spoke up about, but they claim they want to be compensated in secret for something they're not aware at a time they claim they got defeated in the office.